a Hyrox athlete has absolutely crushed the CrossFit Open 24.1. And as you'll know, if you've been watching some of my recent videos, I'm pretty obsessed with Hyrox at the moment. It's definitely going to be one of my post-baby goals. If you're new here, I'm Beth. I'm a CrossFitter and functional fitness person. I do mostly commentary videos on CrossFit, hybrid training, and general fitness trends. I really wish I was doing the CrossFit Open, but I am currently 6 months pregnant, and even after seeing the live event and seeing how absolutely brutal 24.1 is going to be, I still wanted to do it. But obviously I can't do burpees right now. But there's always other years I could do the Open. I'll put the workout on the screen. It's basically an absolute shit ton of burpees and dumbbell snatches. And Miriam absolutely blitzed this workout in record times. She even did it 4 times over. Her coach posted that she did multiple attempts because they struggled with camera malfunctions on the first 2. And on the 3rd attempt she did it in 5:54, but it seems like she attempted it again to get the world record. And she completed the workout in 5 minutes 39 seconds. That is insane. I'll play you some of the footage of her doing it. You can see like her burpees are super speedy, her snatches are like muscle snatches. She is just fast. But the biggest thing about this for me is that she is not just purely a CrossFit athlete, she is a Hyrox athlete, and not just a Hyrox athlete. She's European champion. She came 3rd in the World Championships in 2022. She also came 2nd in the Vice World Championships, and that seems to be like a Swiss-based functional fitness race. So she's clearly good at functional fitness, hybrid training, stuff with running in it, and she clearly does Olympic weightlifting and CrossFit movements from her Instagram. She's been in the Hyrox Elite 15 in 2022, 2023 and 2024. So clearly, mostly she's training for Hyrox. And this just shows you don't have to be so hyper-focused on CrossFit in order to do well in CrossFit necessarily, even if you want to be good at CrossFit. Over the last couple of years, I've wanted a bit more freedom with my training, and as much as I love CrossFit, I've been doing it for 7 years. I've done a Hyrox Pro before and I really enjoyed it, and it's something that it's more simple, it is less complex movements, but I feel for me it's more fitness based, especially as an intermediate CrossFit athlete. If I wanted to get better at CrossFit, I'd have to focus on my gymnastics technique, which for me is not a huge amount to do with fitness, like actual cardiovascular health and fitness, which is what I strive for. And while my cardio is pretty decent and I can hold pretty crazy paces on the rower and the ski erg and the bike, and obviously I'm not doing a lot of that during pregnancy, but I can still hold like a 140 pace on the bike 6 months pregnant, which blows my mind. So my cardio is not a problem, but I felt like I just crave that longer distance cardio pieces. So for a while last year I trained for a 10k row. It actually started off as trying to beat my 5k time, and then I just wanted to get better and better, and I ended up with a time that would sit within the top 30 in the UK for a 10k by the previous results anyway. And from what I can gather from within CrossFit, especially having made more videos on Hyrox recently, is that people have a bit of a negative view of Hyrox. I've had people in my comment section saying Hyrox is easy or that it's like lower skilled, but they're saying it in like a derogatory way. And like those people that are saying Hyrox is easy have clearly not done a Hyrox. It's as hard as you make it, like with anything. You could say CrossFit is easy if you just sandbagged it and went really slow. At the end of the day, I would love anybody of any ability to train exactly how they want and in a way that feels good for them. And with more people enjoying hybrid training and stuff like Hyrox, this can only be a good thing. There's definitely a rise in that style of training, and you can see it's potentially because CrossFit seems so inaccessible. In many ways, CrossFit's movements are so super complex. A lot of their marketing shows really super lean bodies, and you can only compete in the events at the top level of the sport if you are at that super elite level. But that's where Hyrox differs, because in Hyrox you literally do the same event as everybody else. I think they said the slowest time for a Hyrox is like 3 hours. You can literally just turn up to complete it. If you wanted to, you could even walk the run. And the everyday Hyrox athletes do the same as the elite level Hyrox athletes, and that makes it more accessible. And the fact that the movements are slightly more scaled down than CrossFit only means that you have to train harder in order to be better at some of the cardio stuff. You can't hide behind having amazing gymnastic skills on the rings or incredible Olympic weightlifts. People have been saying for years that CrossFit is dying, but I think we're seeing a growth in the functional fitness and hybrid training space. And seeing Miriam absolutely crush this workout has been so inspiring. If you're thinking about doing a Hyrox or training a little bit differently, doing some road cycling or swimming or other stuff outside of CrossFit, let this be your permission. You don't necessarily have to focus completely on CrossFit. She is living proof that you can still be good at CrossFit and that aerobic base can pay off in stuff like CrossFit Open workouts. And that's something I personally experienced when I pursued doing a triathlon whilst doing CrossFit at the same time. That was the fittest I've probably ever felt, was when I was cycling long distances, because it's something that we don't do within CrossFit. Miriam doesn't only have an amazing endurance base, but she is also really strong. You can have a look at her stats on the CrossFit Games page. She's got a 140 kilo back squat and a 107 kilo clean and jerk. And I'm not even sure that back squat is right, because I saw on her YouTube channel, I think, that she did 65 reps at 100 kilos with a back squat. And I don't think I could do that. And my back squat is like 150 kilos. That is some serious leg endurance. It also shows in her open stats that she came 54th in the 2022 Open. And there are even more CrossFitters that are doing stuff like Hyrox now as well. Even Mal O'Brien has mentioned recently that she's been doing Hyrox training. And I know she's technically out of the CrossFit season, but it's just interesting hearing this from some of the elites. And Christy O'Connell has completely transitioned out of CrossFit, and she's competing in her first Hyrox this year. Hunter McIntyre is the current world champion in Hyrox men's division. And there have been a few videos kind of claiming that he is the fittest man on earth. Do you think that could be true? If you're interested in hearing more about that, then watch this video next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!